Thank you for staying with Metropole Business Center. This is Tech Tuesday. We discuss matters technology, and this time we take a different shift and go into matters hospitality. And we get to see that the hospitality industry was the most affected when the pandemic struck and is still reviving itself. And a good example is the Ibis Styles in Nairobi, which is now under new management. And to understand how the restaurant has remained afloat and how the hospitality industry is performing in general, and also to share his experience, we are joined by Mr. Simon Hodson, who is the new general manager at Ibis Styles Nairobi. Karibu sana, Mr. Simon.
Asante sana.
Okay, great to have you. So first, I'll start with congratulations on your new post as the new Ibis manager. Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, and Karibu Nairobi.
Asante sana.
Yeah, yes. So we can maybe now begin with Ibis Styles having its own niche in the market. And for someone who is getting to hear you for the first time, maybe, yes, people know Ibis, it's all over, but bring us to speed and inform us on who Ibis Styles is and who you are actually, who you cater to your audience.
Okay, first of all, it's important to know that Ibis Styles is a part of Accor. Accor is a global hospitality brand.
Yeah.
It's actually the second largest brand in the world. So we've got over 39 individual brands underneath the Accor umbrella with up to 5,000 hotels across the globe. So it's really, really a big organization. And Ibis is a niche in that. It's a lifestyle product. So in the Kenyan industry now, we find that you know, there's a lot of young people. They really resonating with that lifestyle experience.
Yeah.
And Ibis really ticks the boxes in that regard. Yes.
Great. So besides Nairobi, what other places is Ibis located? Where are you operating?
Well, as I say, across the region, we have got over 100 in the region, in the Middle East Africa region, and also it's in Europe. It's growing very rapidly in Europe, and we have rapid expansion plans even in East Africa.
Yeah.
So those are in the pipeline.
Okay,
yes,
great. So in Nairobi, you are in Westlands. Yes, I'm talking of the localities here.
Okay, so Ibis is located in Raptor Road in Westlands. I can tell you a bit about the property. It's an amazing property. We've got 277 rooms. We have got 2 restaurants. We've got Utamu Restaurant, which is on the ground floor.
And maybe as we speak, we can get to see that from the website, Ibis Styles, from our split screen. Okay, we can have that as we continue the conversation. Yes, so many rooms that you have.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, Utamu is fantastic in that here's the way we do our breakfast every day. We've got an amazing breakfast with over 30 different items. It's a buffet breakfast, so guests can enjoy at their leisure. It's also got a fantastic space for events. Many people don't know that you can have your own private events there. On the famous rooftop, we've got Kilele Nyama. Kilele Nyama has made a fantastic reputation.
Great.
It's everything Nyama. That you
Kila
can think
kitu Nyama.
Kila kitu Nyama.
Yeah.
So when you come to Kilele Nyama, be it pork, beef, chicken, fish, local dishes, we have it. And as I mentioned earlier, it really resonates with the younger generation, the trendy lifestyle creative generation. We have an amazing chef who does great innovation there.
Yeah.
So what we've done there with our menu is that we tick the boxes in terms of Nyama content, but also in terms of local flavors. You can get local dishes. Then also next to that we have Sky Bar, which has amazing views over the city. You can see all of Westlands and beyond. You can enjoy your cocktails. We've got happy hour every day from 5 to 7, where it's buy one get one free. It's an amazing place to enjoy.
Yeah.
And the important thing is that, you know, we take our guests' safety very seriously, especially in these times of COVID.
Which now brings me to the next question.
Yeah.
Let's look at how the COVID-19 pandemic has impacted on your business. And also, you know, you're coming from outside, bringing your experience here. How can you compare the Kenyan market and the abroad one?
Okay, so the first thing to really recognize is the impact that COVID has had on the hospitality industry. It has really wreaked havoc, not only in Kenya, across the globe. If anything, I would say that we've been perhaps more resilient in Kenya, and maybe that's just the nature of magical Kenya. So yes, we take safety very, very seriously. As a hotel, we have subscribed to something called All Safe. Now, All Safe is very, very stringent in that it dictates what measures have to be taken to ensure the safety of our guests as much as possible. And this is not something that we have influence over. We get audited, we get inspected, and if we don't, meet the requirements, then there's a problem. So we're very proud that every time we're audited, we consistently pass with flying colors, because this is something we take so seriously. To your question about, the impact on business, this is a pandemic that has really taught us that we have to innovate. We can't stay still. We can't keep doing things the way we just used to do them and hope for the best. So I'll give you a few examples. Though that we're a international brand, we have really embraced the local market. And I believe in terms of a business strategy, the local market is key to go forward. You can't say that because Kenya is a tourist destination, you're going to rely only on international tourists. No. So we have really embraced. We have a fantastic staycation package, which is valid from Thursday night till Sunday, where you can get a room for 5,000, room only, or 7,000 with the amazing bed and breakfast rate that I talked about earlier.
Great.
So this has really resonated with the local market. People can come for a staycation, you just want to get away, or you want to come and have a meal, and just enjoy your stay and take the views of the city. It's something that has really been successful.
Wow.
We also continue to innovate in terms of what we offer in terms of food and beverage, which is key for the market. So we have a menu that's not even more than 3 months old, or it's been so successful, but already we're working with our chef and our creative team to develop new product offerings for the market. So in terms of a strategy, we have to offer value. We recognize that our target market is creative and trendy, and so we do everything to tick the boxes for them.
Great. And now let's talk about the experience that you bring on board.
Okay.
Yes. And how also we can compare the Kenyan market to where you are coming from. Okay.
So first thing is that though I'm Kenyan, I started in the industry as a young man. I started my training in the Norfolk long ago, but I recognized that I needed to go out there and really get experience. So I worked outside the country for almost 18 years.
Wow. That's a long time.
It's a long time.
Long time of great experience.
Yes. So during that time, I was lucky to work with a lot of international brands. I worked in South Africa. I worked in the UK. I've been with brands like IHG and Marriott. But I'm very, very glad to be back in Kenya with Accor, which is, as I said earlier, fantastic brand, a market-leading brand in this region. Yes.
Great. So what can we say are some of the maybe public-private partnerships that you're looking forward to, bringing on board at Ibis?
Well, Ibis is part of the greater hospitality industry in Kenya. And when I look at the Kenyan industry, it really, to me, it's something filled with so much potential. As I said, I've traveled, but one thing that always strikes me is that in Kenya we have so much in terms of hospitality, tourism, to shout about. Nairobi alone, you know how many international hotels we have. You go to the coast, you go to northern Kenya, you go to western Kenya. There's so much variety. There's so much for this industry to exploit. So what I look forward to is actually as a country and an industry, really focusing on developing that potential. And key to that, in my view, is we have extraordinary human capital. We have got fantastically talented young people. We need to really develop them, put them on a pedestal so that they can take the industry forward. In terms of partnerships, we have Brand Kenya, we have Magical Kenya. It's looking forward to the great work that has been done and more of the same to really market the destination aggressively and strategically to get the best out of it.
Great.
But yes, I'm very optimistic.
Great. So you've mentioned about internship skills, and I remember in your CV there was something about you starting as an intern.
That's true.
Yes. So looking at the job market so far, and looking at the unemployment wage in the country, maybe we can get that data on wage unemployment in the hospitality industry. Yes, it will come up as we continue speaking. Yes, looking at that data, Mr. Simon, we see that there are a lot of youth that don't have jobs, or they have lost jobs even, due to a result of the, pandemic and all that, and also just joblessness in the country. So looking at the internship skills that you maybe could train your employees on, what skills are you bringing on board, or what skills do you have in place to ensure that we have, people in the market who understand what they are doing, proper skills in the hospitality industry?
It's a very important point you raise. For me, what I say and what I've seen in my time working in the industry, the number one thing is attitude. Because skills you can teach. As long as somebody is willing to learn, you can teach the skills.
But attitude,
is exactly.
Yeah.
And the hospitality industry is a people industry.
Yeah.
So you have to have that desire to work with people, that love of working with people, of interacting with them. It's not something that you're going to close yourself off in a room and be invisible. You have to have that desire, that passion.
Yeah.
On the point you raise about internships, for me, I think they're often underrated, because you learn if you go into an internship and you really commit to it, dedicate your efforts to it. I have seen personally very, very many people who have gone from intern to senior managers in a short space of time. So it's really about getting that foot in the door and then driving forward with that. Of course, formal education is another key ingredient, but the two go hand in hand. Yes.
And does someone would then ask, does IB Styles have internship opportunities?
Yes, in fact, as we speak, I think we've got more than eight interns at the moment.
Wow, great. Yes. Yeah. And now let's talk about technology. It has hugely impacted due COVID-19 technology. I've had to innovate, reinvent ourselves as we go along. So what role can you say technology has played in your industry, and also in the future as well?
It has played a more and more important role.
Yeah.
And as I look to the future, I think that is going to keep growing. I'll give you a few examples. Years ago, we had very, very stagnant booking channels in the industry. Nowadays, it's all technology. Most of it is technology.
Yeah.
If you look at marketing, for instance, IB Styles Nairobi Westlands is a good example of that. We have a very, very successful and very aggressive marketing campaign, which is all on social media. And going back to our target market, that is what resonates with them. That's the future.
Yeah.
So you find that technology is playing a bigger and bigger role. For instance, channels such as Instagram. At the moment, as a hotel, we have a fantastic competition that is getting us a lot of viewing. It's called Styles Collab, where we started with 14 influencers who have their own social media influencing, and every week they post their content. The experience at the hotel and different challenges.
And how does that actually work? Because there are a lot of influencers. What range of influencers are you targeting?
We are strategic with who we work with. It has to be influencers that are relevant to our industry and that their following matches our following. Yes. Okay. So far, we're getting a huge success rate with it. And we look forward to the following 6 weeks as it continues. Yeah.
Great. Yes. Yeah. So actually, I believe technology has a huge role to play when it comes to, evolving and redesigning yourselves in the industry.
Definitely.
Yeah. So as we wrap up, maybe some of the future prospects for IB Styles, and also what you yourself have for IB Styles as you continue growing.
Yes. Of course, the immediate challenges are getting through the impact of COVID. But that being said, the key thing is to focus on the local market, make sure that we resonate with them, give them an offering that really ticks the boxes for them. For me also, it's crucial that we remain best in class in what we are. Be the best in what we do, our market segment. And that means consistently good service, a consistently good product, consistently innovating. And that's how you keep the guests coming back.
great.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Hodson, General Manager, Ibistel's, and congratulations again on your post.
Thank you very much.
All right. Yeah, all right. So there we have it, a look at the hospitality industry, and clearly we can see technology is going to have a very huge impact when it comes to growing this industry.